T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
Okay.
T&D Sports Video presents the Orlin and Cohen High School Football Playoff Game of the Week. Today's the Patriots of Ward Melville High School traveling to take on the Arrows of Sachem North High School. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Sachem North High School here in Lake Ronkonkoma for our Orlin and Cohen T&D Sports Video Playoff Game of the Week. My name is Mike Trezza, joined as always by former Belmore JFK coach Nick Martone. And Nick, both of these teams victorious in their first round playoff victory. Walt Whitman, no match really for Sachem North. They were able to keep it close for a half. Ward Melville had to struggle a little bit more to triumph over Lindy in the first round.
Yeah, definitely a tale of two different games, both close at halftime. And then, like you said, we saw Sachem pull away from Whitman in the second half. But these two teams come in here pretty much in the same seeds they were in the preseason, 2 and 3. So it's going to be interesting to see how both teams have evolved at this point, second round of the playoffs.
And for Ward Melville, you see their roster on your screen. No surprise, Nick, that for them, it was Ethan Burgos, their senior quarterback, really coming up big, stepping to the forefront. He had a touchdown through the air in the first half, and then when they were down against Lindy late in that game, he ran one in himself.
Yeah, scoring with about 10 minutes left to overtake Lindenhurst there last week. Ethan has accounted for a little bit over 1,600 total yards of the offense here. So he's accounting for about 68% of their offensive scoring this year. So the offense certainly runs through Ethan Burgos.
And as you mentioned, for Sachem North, Walt Whitman was able to keep it close for a half. But in the second half, you see Sachem North's roster on your screen. They just pulled away. Somebody flipped the switch on Lucas Singleton, and the kid just went beast mode in the second half. 4 TDs, almost 300 yards on the ground.
Yeah, Lucas did a tremendous job last week in his own running scheme where his patience eventually wore out that Whitman defense, and he rushed for about 273 last week for 4 touchdowns, and once he got going, it was real tough to stop. So we expect Sachem to give Ward Melville a pretty big dose of Singleton tonight.
Really good crowd here on a Friday night. Second round playoff action. We're really excited to be able to bring it to you. You see the crowd across the way, the Ward Melville crowd starting to fill in. The crowd in front of us for Sachem North here at Fred Fusaro Field has been growing for about the last hour or so. You see the captains out on the field exchanging pleasantries, and we are very, very excited to be bringing you this one. So talk to me a little bit, Nick, about what you're expecting strategically from each of these teams as we get ready to kick this one off.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a challenge here, being that they did see each other weeks ago in that 2-day game with some weather. But I expect them to still kind of feel each other out here. I don't expect them to get too far away from where they've been as far as offensive goes, the offensive scheme. They've both been pretty close to 70-30 run to pass. I expect to probably see more of the same, maybe do a good job trying to get the ball out into space and try to soften up the defense on the other side. But these are two spread teams, very similar in their approaches to things. So, again, it kind of comes down to when you talk about playoff football, don't turn that ball over. Hold on to it, sustain drives. And on defense, we see a little bit of two different strategies here. Sachem more the mindset of they want to pin you deep and they want you to work for every yard you get. And Ward Melville, in most weeks, they like to get really, really physical as early as they can on defense, so I expect to see that.
Ward Melville won the toss, but they'll defer. We'll be back with the opening kickoff and all the action right after this. This is the Orlin and Cohen High School Football Playoff Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Is going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kickoff! Heaves it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Kickoff! John Flynn in by Flynn. Just about set for the opening kickoff from here at Fred Fusaro Field at Sachem North in Lake Ronkonkoma. It's Zach DeMille to kick it away. Brody Morgan handles it just outside his goal line. Morgan down the left sideline. He's across the 30 and out close to the 40. Nice return by the senior, number 11, Brody Morgan.
Yeah, definitely the answer you want to have here on the road. Second round playoff game to get yourself a big return, but it looks like we got a holding call right off the bat here on Ward Melville, the return team.
Our officials, Charlie Groh, Peter Brown, Joe Giuliano, David Hoff, and Anthony Tavella. Charlie Groh, our lead official, makes that call, and so Ward Melville in the white with green numbers is going to have to back up, and they're going to have to start their offense from just outside their 20-yard line. You take a look at Ethan Burgos, the senior quarterback leading this team in everything. Three receivers right side. Here's the handoff to Kramer. Kramer with a couple nice moves. Actually, it's Brouch on the carry. Ward Melville in the white camo numbers. And Sachem North in the home black with white numbers. Couple nice moves that time by Brouch.
Yeah, Burgo's doing a good job, really, by design, reading that left end and deciding to give the ball to Brouch. And you can see him take off for a nice big gain and a good first play in your drive here in the beginning of the game for a big first down to get Brouch's feet going.
1st and 10. We've got a whistle before that play gets underway. It's Brouch on the carry once again.
That's number 20, David Brouch Jr. on the carry, getting tackled by the Sachem defense.
Yeah, you can see here again, Brouch getting the carry. Burgos getting a look at that end, deciding to go ahead and give and not pull, and obviously that's something he's going to keep a close eye on based on how the end decides to play.
Lombardo makes the tackle. Here's Burgos looking for a cut out near the first down marker. I think they may have stopped him just a yard shy.
Yeah, and we see Griffin Kramer out in front there, number 33. And when we talked to Ward Melville this week, the coaching staff couldn't be much more complimentary about Kramer and the type of game he plays. And you could see they really like him out in front leading for their quarterback.
3rd and 1. Brouch still in the backfield with Burgos. Sachem jumped. Let's see if they got back. Yes, they did. Burgos to Brouch. They've got him stopped quickly, but he does move the chains. Nasir Altez, one of those in there on the stop. Played a good game last week against Whitman.
Yeah, played really, really well on defense, as he has week in, week out, and then towards the end even got himself a bunch of carries on offense as the tailback.
So Kramer in the backfield this time with Burgos. 1st and 10 from the 45, just underway here. 9:30 left in the opening quarter. Taking it himself is Burgos, and he goes nowhere. Berrios in there on the stop. Berrios had a good game last week as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a good job up front by that front three, really playing low and getting some penetration there and not giving Burgos any room. Leaves his feet. And
No
Sachem
gain?
Sachem gets a big stop there for no gain on first.
2nd and 10. They swing it out to Brody Morgan. Morgan fighting for yardage along the left sideline. He's pushed back, finally brought down by Lombardo.
Yeah, it looks like he gets close to about half what they need there, and this is the spread game. As much as people see the ball in the air, sometimes this is almost like a run play in spread offense, and you could see again by design Kramer out there fast out in front, trying to make a couple of key blocks and free up his receiver.
Pick up a 5. It's 3rd and 5. Kramer in the backfield with Burgos. Burgos drifts back, looks for room. The ball's tipped, and it's picked. Beautiful defense that time, and it's Berrios. Back check it, it's Santiago with the pick. David Santiago tips it to himself and comes down with it.
Yeah, this is some kind of athletic play by Santiago here. You can see he reads pass and actually drops a little bit late into the middle and finds the football. And I'm sure as he's taught, right, you see the ball in the air, get your hands up, and he ends up tipping it to himself. And a heck of an individual effort there to stop this Ward Melville drive and turn the ball over to the Sachem North offense.
Also good job by the Sachem North pass rush as they harassed Burgos just as he was letting that one go, and it ended up in the arms of Singleton. 1st and 10 for Sachem North from their own 46. Singleton on 1st down, picks up 1 or 2. On the stop is Bergamashi.
Yeah, as we expect to see the rock being given to Singleton a number of times. Sachem comes out in that pistol set, and you can see they get a pretty good push up front. You see some of those Ward Melville defenders a little bit on roller skates there, but just doesn't happen quick enough, and Singleton's only able to pick up about 2.
Singleton looking for room at the line of scrimmage, and that opening closes quickly. Good D once again. Kramer, one of those in on the stop for Ward Melville's defense.
Yeah, number 33, Kramer, does an excellent job. He's got a great nose for the football, and again, you can see, right, this is a player that just does not shy away from contact at all, and you could see, the game plan here for Sachem North, certainly going to be giving the ball to Singleton and just trying to get yourself in a rhythm as a running back. As you ask most running backs, they want the ball as many times as you'll give it to them to kind of get those legs going and feel out that defense and what they've got.
3rd and 7. And we've got a penalty flag before that play starts. That's offside, so that's going to turn the 3rd and 7 into a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, these offensive calls here early in the game are certainly intriguing. You got a 3rd and short with an excellent running back, so what do? Do you go after the 1st down? Do you decide to drop back and take a shot? It'd be interesting to see what Sachem's plan is here.
Lombardo checks in at tight end. 2 tight end set with him and Giselle. First drive of the game for Sachem North. We're down to 6:40 left in the opening quarter. No score. 3rd and 2. Here's Vino. Slings it left side, has a completion to Riley, and Riley's going to move the chains. Shane Riley, the featured receiver in this offense.
Yeah, you can see this tight twins look here to the boundary. Ultimately, Riley runs a quick stop route, sits down in an open gap in that defense, and Vino does a great job delivering the football and getting that critical first down to keep the drive moving.
Arrows on the drive. Singleton looking for room, sheds a tackler, and then is gang tackled.
That's number 18, Lucas Singleton on the carry. Brought down by a gang tackle by the Melville defense.
Yeah, a little bit of a mix here in play calling. Getting a couple of yards here, almost about 3 on first down after throwing the ball here to the outside. So it looks like Sachem certainly looking to mix things up here and keep Ward Melville guessing, as familiar as these teams are with each other, that's the challenge here, to maybe throw in a couple of wrinkles here and there where you can, show them something that maybe they haven't seen, whether it's in person or on film, as they do their work all week.
Ward was in that backfield quickly, but it was Bergamashi who made the stop. Vino, right side, off the hands of Eaton and incomplete.
Pass from Vino intended for number 8, Andrew Eaton, falls in.
Yeah, running the out route here, a little bit of a shallow out to Eaton, running it from that second receiver from the top there. Kind of just wide open, but kind of stops his feet a little bit and sits down. If he continues that route towards the sideline, he catches that ball in a little bit of a stride there and then could turn up and go, but he just kind of stops his feet, and so the ball's a little bit too far out in front.
It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Arrows from the 39-yard line, 3rd and 7. Vino drifts left, puts it up deep. He's got Tappan. Touchdown! 39-yard touchdown strike. Anthony Vino to Braden Tappan.
Okay, so here we go. We see a vertical, a little bit of an in cut at first. Tappan trying to get rid of the defender, and you can see as he heads downfield, the corner just kind of loses his footing a little bit. Looks like Tony Gorski down there, number 23, and has an easy kind of pitch and catch there between Vino and Tappan for the first score of the game.
DeMilt for the extra point. Kick is up. It's good. Sachem North on top, 7-0. We're going to step away and be back with more right after this. It's the Orlin and Cohen High School Football Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. DeMille to kick it away. Sachem North just gone on the board for the first time. They lead 7-0. 5:15 left in the first. From here at Sachem North, Mike Trezza, Nick Martone on hand. Ball scooped up by Marzavilla. He's got a little bit of an opening. He's out past the 30 before he's brought down.
That's number 4, Michael Marzavilla on the return.
Mark Kenny on the special team stop.
Yeah, it looks like Sachem mixing it up a little bit there on kickoffs. Maybe something they saw throughout the week, wanting to kick it to different zones. So the first kick almost to the end zone, and then this one well short of that, trying to force Ward Melville to maybe set up a return faster than they want to.
Ward Melville came out fast first drive, but their drive stalled a little bit. Now this time Burgos has 2 in the backfield, both Broush and Kramer with him on 1st and 10. Just outside the 30. Burgos takes it himself, and quickly they've got him bottled up. Cole Munster The nose tackle, one of the guys in there on the stop, number 74.
Yeah, this is a great job, really clogging up the middle on defense here. You can see Melville going with this full house backfield, running what they really like to with 2 lead blocks out in front of Burgos. And there's just nowhere for him to go in the middle of that defense. Lucky to get 1.
2nd and 9. They motion to an empty backfield for Burgos. Stack formation left side. Quick swing pass. He's got a completion. Broush tries to tiptoe along the sideline and is shoved out of bounds.
Yep, so here it is, right? Here's a little bit of a different look than we've seen certainly the last time we saw this team play, and it's this tight quads look there to the left side, and they just do a step back here to Broush, and a lot of this run is all number 20 as he gets up the sideline and really continues to run real hard and be a tough tackle.
1st and 10 from the 43, and we've got an offsides on Sachem North. The right side of that D-line jumped early.
Yeah, we can see Ward Melville coming out in the same look, opposite side, wide side of the field.
Charlie DeBacari was the player who jumped. 1st and 5 now for the Patriots. Swing pass right side. Completion Broush. He stopped short of 1st down yardage. Good D that time by Sachem North.
Yeah, pretty much an identical play to the previous one. This time out to the right side, to the wide side. This is real tight to the formation, giving Sachem a little bit more of a chance to make a defensive play. So interesting to see how tight that quads look is here.
2nd and 4. They motion Broush and Kramer into the backfield. They both flank Burgos. Here's Burgos. Gets a block from Broush, and it springs him. Burgos at the 10. Burgos is going to score.
That's number 5, Ethan Burgos on the key for a Ward Melville touchdown.
What a key block thrown by Danny Broush on that play. Burgos into the end zone.
Yeah, this team really prides itself on these lead blocks, and you can see Broush out in front, and again, Kramer, as usual, also doing damage, leading out in front of their quarterback, and quarterback is a tough label to put on Burgos because he's certainly a running back as well, and he's able to do both really, really well. And when you've got those 2 guys blocking out in front of you, it just creates a lot of space and a lot of opportunity, and these 2 guys have a lot of pride in blocking for number 5.
Brody Morgan for the extra point. Burgos to hold. The snap goes past Burgos, and we've got a flag flying.
Flag is down on the play.
Yeah, we got another encroachment call here on the defense.
Burgos saw that flag come in, and he was like, I want no part of this, and just let it sail right past him. So they'll move it closer and try again. Kick for Morgan is up. It's good, and we are tied at 7.
The extra point by Brody
We'll step away and be back with more action after this. This is the Orlin and Cohen High School Football Playoff Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Brody Morgan is the kicker for Ward Melville. Kid who does so many different things for this team. 6 TDs receiving this year to add to the 6 he had last year. And a kid that can kick the ball like that as well. But it is going to be returnable. Sachem North returns it out past the 25. It's Singleton back there returning kicks. Now you know it's serious business.
Real dangerous to be delivering the ball to Singleton back there, and fortunately that the kickoff was able to bottle him up. If you give him space, he's a real heck of a talent. You know, we got an absolute show when we were here last week. We just got to see some kind of incredible effort, and of course, as he does, as his team does and the staff does, a tremendous amount of credit to this Sachem offensive line. Right, the ball doesn't move without those big fellas up front clearing room for you.
1st and 10. Sachem North from just outside the 25 with down to 3:27 left in the first. Game tied at 7. Outside to Singleton. He's down the left sideline. And nice tackle that time by Kramer. Otherwise, he was gone.
Yeah, I certainly like this approach here by the offensive coordinator here with Sachem North. Putting Singleton out here as the split and just saying, we're going to get our guy the ball in space and let him do what he does. And here, again, as you put it, Mike, probably real close to a touchdown-saving tackle there on Singleton.
1st and 10, Sachem North, now at their own 40. Vino with an empty backfield. Looks around. They've got him from behind. C.J. Ward with the sack, their leading tackler this season.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a risk, right, when you go empty backfield. If a play takes a little bit too long to develop, and you can see Ward does a good job kind of beating the pocket there. Not a bad job on the outside by the tackle, but you see Ward's consistency of getting after the ball here, play in, play out. He's able to chase Vino down from behind.
Ward had 9 tackles for loss coming into this game, make it double digits as he sacks Vino for a loss of about 7. Here's Riley on the sweep. Riley has room, and Riley has a nice gain out across the 45-yard line.
Yeah, you could see play design here, a little bit of a jet sweep on the motion and just a quick flip out in front to Riley, and he does a good job kind of being patient here on the outside until he finds that crack in the defense and coming up with a big gain after a tough loss on 1st down, and now they're in a manageable 3rd down.
They turned a 2nd and 17 into a 3rd and 5, so as you say, Nick, a little bit more manageable. Singleton's in the backfield to the right of Vino on 3rd and 5. Vino drifts back, lets it go for Tappan again. This time he overthrows it.
Yeah, similar shot taken here by Sachem. This time it was Tappan going against Ethan Burgos on the outside here at this corner. And the difference is the ball's a little bit further out front. You see Burgos does a pretty good job of seeing that vertical, turning and running, and you really teach that corner to try to stay on that inside hip for as long as you can and just give that quarterback less room to make that throw.
DeMilt is going to have to punt it away. Morgan stands back at his 25. It bounces past him. Nice Sachem North bounce and down nearly to the 10.
Yeah, absolutely. When we talked to Sachem North weeks ago and their just overall defensive mindset and approach is, you know, we're really going to try to pin teams deep and we're really going to try to make them drive on us. And we like our chances, our opportunity to force them to eventually either not make 1st downs or to turn the ball over. And so this fits kind of right into their weekly game plan defensively.
Zach DeMilt, we haven't mentioned him very often, but just a junior, his 2nd year as the starting kicker, and a weapon when he can pin you deep like that. So Ward Melville's going to have to start deep. Burgos has Roush and Kramer in the backfield with him. He puts it short along the left sideline to Brody Morgan. Morgan has two players riding him, but is able to
The pass from Burgos is complete
pick
to
up
number
some
11,
yardage.
Morgan. Tackled on the play by number 11, Mark Kenny.
Kenny makes the stop.
Yeah, it looks like we have a flag there on the outside. Trying to get a peek at what this might be. Wondering if maybe that throw was made crossing the line of scrimmage. If that was the call, it seemed to be when that flag came out. I think they're going to, it looks like an illegal forward pass.
Ineligible downfield by Ward Melville. I didn't see that, but that's what Charlie Grow and his officiating staff saw.
Well, the home crowd likes it.
I was going to say, in either case, they'll take it. The crowd right in front of us, which is highly partisan for Sachem North. They've really packed them in here tonight. Down approaching the 1 minute mark to play in a quick moving first quarter. Two in the backfield along with Burgos. First and 17. Burgos. They cut him down along the left sideline. Once again, it's Cole Munster, third tackle of the game. As soon as the band played that Munster's theme song, that was his cue to start moving.
Yeah, really good job by this whole defensive front, really being able to penetrate through the offense and make a big stop here. And this is dangerous territory here for this Ward Melville offense with their heels, the backfield's heels, literally on the goal line here, trying to find their way out. Sachem trying to make themselves a big stop here early on here in the first quarter.
Down to 15 seconds. They'll have to run another play. They do. Burgos takes the snap. And again, short gain and nice work by that defensive front. Nasir Altez, one of the players in there on the stop. That's the end of the first. We'll step away with the second quarter coming up. Teams tied at 7.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Kickoff. John Flynn in by Flynn. Second quarter about to get underway. From here at Sachem North, Mike Trezza, Nick Martone, our entire T&D Sports Video crew, the best crew in the business, here to bring you the second round semifinal playoff matchup. Teams tied at 7 as we start second quarter action. Burgos has 2 in the backfield for him. keep the ball on the ground, and not much doing there for Kramer as he's brought down Valdi Pierre, the sophomore, one of the guys in there on the tackle.
Yeah, Ward Melville decides to go with the shovel pass here to Kramer, which is kind of like the, the 2020s version of probably a draw play for the most part. Sometimes you get into these long third downs in your own end, and you think draw or you think screen. So that's the play call there, and now facing a long fourth down, Ward Melville looking to punt this ball away, play a little bit of field position. It's going to be tough. The goal here is to try to get this ball beyond the 40. Beyond the 50, rather, and you could see that that's about where Sachem has the return set up.
Brody Morgan puts it up. Eaton settles under it. Eaton tries to get away from two guys, and he's got a short return. Special teams tackle that time by Logan Tier, 55.
Yeah, Eaton's been dangerous in those situations. He's got 2 kick returns on the season for touchdowns, so wasn't really interested in making a fair catch call. Was looking to see what kind of damage he could do, and he gets Sachem North a starting point here inside the Ward Melville 40.
You and I talked off the air, Nick, before the game about Sachem North using those short passes to set up Singleton for perhaps big runs later on in this game.
Yeah, trying to do what you can to spread the defense out, soften the defense up where you can, so you open up the opportunity to really get the ball in his hands and let him run.
Singleton into the line, then tries to bounce it outside. Stop on the play by number 51, Jake Ventimiglia.
Yeah, this defensive front's been pretty good all season, and they've done a pretty good job holding most teams in check when it comes to the run game. And overall, been pretty impressed to see with their numbers. At the beginning, pretty much through about 9 games, they've let up less than 70 points total in the first half against teams.
2nd and 8. 2 receivers this side. Singleton to the right of Vino. Vino, 1 step back, puts it up to Riley. Touchdown! Shane Riley. 2nd deep TD pass from Anthony Vino. Sachem back on top.
Yeah, again here, Sachem likes some of the matchups they have on the outside, and they've got Riley, who's done an excellent job all season. You can see he's running from this first receiver spot in this traditional kind of just spread twins look, and he runs what really equates to kind of a skinny post route, and Vino does an excellent job delivering the ball, giving his guy a chance to kind of stack that corner behind him and find pay dirt.
DeMilt puts it up. DeMilt puts it through. And Sachem North is on top, 14-7.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Flanagan's at 451 Hawkins Avenue in Lake Ronkonkoma is your place for great food, great fun with great friends. We'll be there tonight after the game. Stop by and say hi. Flanagan's. Great food, great fun, great friends. Flanagan says, go Arrows. And go they did, Nick.
Yeah, Vino here sitting at 4 for 6, throwing the football with 94 yards in the air and 2 TDs. Again, the last one to Riley. Really impressive. Sachem's definitely opened the playbook here, throwing the ball a little bit more than the last time these two met. And you could see that that's certainly a big part of their game plan and what they're trying to attack here in round 2, the Suffolk County Division I playoffs.
Coach Boltrek probably had a plan to stop Singleton, but Vino says, hey, listen, you got to stop me too.
Yeah, absolutely. Very impressed. Just kind of the poise that we've seen out of Vino here early in this first half.
DeMilt bounces it at the 30. It's scooped up at the 25. Marzavilla on the return. Marzavilla gets it out past the 35 before he's tackled down.
That's number 4, Michael Marzavilla on the return.
Yeah, again, just a little bit of a wrinkle there in the kick game. Now this kick goes just a little bit wider into what we say sometimes open windows in the return game, and you can see that's definitely what Sachem is trying to do. They're really trying to prevent Ward Melville from getting set up any kind of kick return with a wedge or a two wedge system there to get a bigger return.
So first and 10 for Ward Melville from just outside their 35. Burgos. Now Kramer flips around to his left. Burgos, short drop, lets it go right side, nearly picked. Good defense that time by Jack Pittman.
Yeah, it just looked like this ball came out a little bit quicker maybe than the receivers were expecting it. Or maybe just a little bit further out in front, it looks like, from the outside. But nonetheless, very fortunate there that ball wasn't picked off by the defense.
Pittman, the son of the defensive coordinator, Coach Pittman. So 2nd and 10 for Ward Melville. Kramer stays in the backfield with Burgos. Morgan in motion. Burgos looking to fling it. And instead they bring him down. Good heat by the Sachem D. Cole Munster again having a monster game.
Yeah, really excellent job here. You could see that the coverage downfield is solid, and Burgos doesn't have any place to go with the football, and so he just continues to try to extend this play. Thought about at one point throwing this ball across the defense, which could have been real dangerous there, and takes the sack, takes the loss. Faced with a long 3rd down here.
Munster on the sideline getting some high fives from teammates. And we've got a flag before that play gets underway. And we've got false start on Ward Melville, so their offense really starting to bog down just a little bit.
Yeah, but based on where this flag comes out, I'm wondering if this was on Morgan turning up field before the snap takes place. He's run this motion the last 2 plays where he motions from the outside and then turns up field, and I wonder if he just had those shoulders turned up field a little bit too soon, because that's where the flag ultimately came out.
In either case, it's going to be 3rd and 15. Ward Melville trails by 7, just under 9 minutes to go before halftime. Morgan in motion for Burgos. Burgos flings it. Has a completion to Kramer. Kramer gets sandwiched and brought down by Riley and also by Mark Kenny.
Yeah, this is a well-drawn play here. You see Kramer does a good job finding his way back out here for a little bit of a screen play. And Kramer, as we've said, is certainly not shied away from contact. Comes up here, and now Ward Melville faced with this decision here in the first half, a 4th and short. Looks like they've got the offense out there that they're going to go after this first down.
Don't be surprised to see Kramer blocking for Burgos or Kramer taking the handoff. 4th and 1. Here's Kramer straight ahead. They tackle him quickly, does Altez, but I think Kramer got just enough.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting here on the spot. They're looking at it now. Tough to eyeball it from here. Looks like they're going to call timeout and bring the sticks in to measure. It's that close.
Ward Melville sideline saying they have it. Sachem North saying that they stopped them short. Kramer called by his coach the toughest kid I've ever coached. Got that ball, boom, right into the middle of that line. And we'll see if he got just enough or he didn't. He did get just enough.
Big play, pretty significant there. Right, to get that 4th and short. And like you said, Mike, you know, Kramer, somebody again who seems to really like contact and receive high praise from his head coach. When people start saying, you know, the toughest or the fastest or the most athletic they've ever coached, it's nice to hear as a player a tremendous amount of respect that Kramer certain demands out of most defenses he sees week in, week out.
Also called them the heart and soul, which has become a bit of a cliche, but something, again, that's nice to hear. Here's Brouch, a little bit of a smaller, shiftier back. He tries to cut, and he's pushed back once again. Munster and Altez combined on the stop.
Yeah, Brouch is no easy task to take down either. You can see, you know, all these backs are pretty strong after contact. They're able to really run their legs, and Sachem does an excellent job doing the same, wrapping him up with as many defenders as they possibly can and getting him to move backwards.
Brouch picks up a tough 2 on that play. 2nd and 8 from the 47. Here's Burgos on the run. Tries to cut it back in. Out near the first down. Did he lose that ball on the way down? No.
It looks like they're going to call him down when the ball came out, which really works out here for the defense because that ball ended up being jumped on by Ward Melville past the first down marker. So Ward Melville is going to be faced here with a, we'll call it 3rd and 2, maybe almost 2.5.
Two in the backfield for Burgos on 3rd and 2. Burgos keeps it. He's pushed back. Good work up front on that defense. Altez in there on the stop, along with Tom Volpe and others.
Yeah, the middle of this defense really doing a good job seeing the flow of that backfield, right? Seeing these 2 backs out in front of the quarterback, and a tough task to go ahead and mix it up and get yourself there in the middle. But those Sachem linebackers in the middle there doing an excellent job, led by number 3, David Santiago, coming downhill, filling gaps and making a big stop on 3rd.
They'll go for it again on 4th down. They were able to just pick it up on that last 4th down. This time it's a little bit longer. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 46. Swing pass right side, batted up in the air, and completed for a 1st down. Morgan able to haul it in.
Be real interested to see if this got a hand or this got a helmet. This is off the back of Kramer's helmet, number 33, and finds its way into the receiver's hands on the outside and ends up a very, very fortunate play. Pretty sure it wasn't drawn up that way in the playbook, but a critical 1st down.
But good job by Morgan to stay with the play, and Ward Melville now with a 1st and 10. We've got a timeout, Sachem North.
Timeout, Sachem North.
Looks like we might have a question as to how that play developed on the last one.
As we watch the Sachem North cheerleading squad go into their routine to the sound of Scooby, Scooby-Doo, where are you?
A classic.
We'll step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
So Ward Melville with the 1st down off of kind of a weird play. It hit Kramer off the helmet, but Morgan stayed with it to haul it in, so it's going to give the Patriots A first down now on the Sachem North side of the field at the 43-yard line. We're down to 4:56 before halftime. Ward Melville trails Sachem North 14-7. Second round playoff action.
It's like we still have some discussion here taking place. Looks like we've wrapped that up, and we got our ready to play whistle going in now.
Winning team on their way to Stony Brook U for a conference final next weekend. Here's Kramer. Kramer broke free for a moment. Somebody had him by the leg. Jeff Van Gundy on line one.
Yeah, you're going to tackle Kramer. You better hold on and wait for the rest of the defense to show. And you can see continues to lower that shoulder and continues to churn those legs. And Coach for a number of weeks has talked about, how impressed he's been with his team and their commitment during the offseason to lift. And you could see it's paying dividends every time they run the football.
2nd and 5. It was Lombardo who had him by the ankle. Burgos has Kramer to his right. Two receivers left side. Burgos is going to put it up. He's looking for a bunch. Good coverage downfield, but a flag comes out late. It was Hagelstein who had the coverage, but they said he got too physical on Morgan.
Yeah, you can see to the single receiver side here, this ball is just a little bit underthrown, or as the world refers to it, as a back shoulder throw, and it just looks like ultimately the defender with his back turn runs through the receiver, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Morgan is shaken up. We'll step away and check on him.
Experience, trusted, proven, excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
We're going to take another look at this one, Nick.
Yeah, you could see running this vertical route here, Hagelstein kind of gets turned around and really instead of being able to get his head back and make a play, you could see him stick his arms out and he gets a pretty good hold to the receiver, number 11, Brody Morgan, and that's what draws the flag. It's, you kind of get turned around a little bit. It's what we kind of call a center field turn and it's difficult to locate the ball. So at that point, he just says, you know what? He's not catching the football. I'd rather take the pass interference, and that's what develops.
1st and 10 from the 27. Here's Kramer into the middle of that line. They grab him and they push him back. Munster has been doing an awesome job, that time assisted by Deep Vicari.
Yeah, both teams finding it really difficult to make any headway here in the middle of this, in the middle of either defense. And Sachem has really shored things up here, not giving Ward Melville a lot of space to be able to run the ball between the tackles, and that's what we're seeing.
Pickup of 2 on that carry, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Down to 3 minutes left before halftime. Burgos has Kramer in the backfield with him. Hand off to Kramer. Kramer trying to bull his way. They grab him, they gang tackle him, and they throw him back. Giselle, one of the guys in there on the stop.
Yeah, really seeing this defense play as an absolute unit. Again, the middle linebackers really coming downhill, really filling gaps. Big guys up front, taking on doubles. And again, you go back to that pass interference play. That's the biggest difference between high school football and other levels. It's not a spot foul that goes down to the goal line.
4 receivers in the game for Burgos. Kramer to his right in the backfield. 2:10 left before halftime. Burgos lets it go right side, has a completion to Jolly. Jolly with a spin and has a first down for Ward Melville.
Yeah, good job here on the outside. Jolly just runs this out route. Looks like there might have been a little bit of miscommunication because both receivers running a very similar route to the outside. Dangerous, allowing the defense to cover 2 guys in the same zone. But nonetheless, Burgos does a good job delivering the football to Jolly, and they get a big first down here inside Sachem territory.
1st and goal. Burgos on the ground looking for room inside, and Volpe stops him short.
That's number 5, Ethan Burgos on the carry. Tackled on the play by number 9, Thomas Volpe.
2nd and goal. Ward Melville trying to hurry up. Full house backfield with Burgos. Here's Kramer. Straight ahead. Driving for the touchdown.
Nope, looks like they're going to say he was
Comes up just short. Burgos on the center. They push him from behind. And this time he's in.
Carried by number 5, Ethan
Kramer and
Burgos.
Broush give him the tush push. And Burgos is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, you can see after not getting that previous touchdown call, they decide to go ahead and have Burgos run it, and he gets more than enough as he makes it a couple of yards into the end zone, again with the assistance of his 2 backs.
This time it's going to be Broush to kick it. Broush, lefty kicker, puts it up, puts it through. We are tied. 14 all. Under a minute to go. We'll step away and be back with the final 56 seconds of this half. This is the Orlin and Cohen T&D Sports Video Playoff Game of the Week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Through. Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Kickoff! John Flynn in by Flynn. This exclusive broadcast is brought to you by Orlin and Cohen Sports Medicine, over 15 locations in Suffolk and Nassau. If you have a sports injury, they have a specialist for that. It's Broush this time who kicks it away. Nice return. Out close to the 40. It is Braden Tappan that time who brings it back.
Yeah, this is one of those kicks that this sets up real nice for a lot of return teams. The ball has enough air under it to get set up, and Sachem does a really good job of getting a big return here with just under 50 seconds left in the half in a tie ball game.
And that's big. With under a minute to go, you want to see if you can get on the board one more time. So let's see how adventurous Coach Caputo is willing to get here. We neglected to mention the coaching matchup at the outset. Of course, Coach Boltrek for Ward Melville. Coach Dave Caputo here at Sachem North. Vino surveys, dump short, Singleton down the right sideline, and Singleton delivers the blow as he goes out of bounds. Devin Larson is the guy who took the hit.
Yeah, you could see Vino does a good job of just taking this check down here to his back. Singleton, as he swings out of the backfield, doing a good job and lowers his shoulder, delivering the hit, advancing the football here. Remembering, too, that Sachem has DeMilt, a talented kicker, so maybe looking to at least get him in range.
Timeout, Sachem North. Let's take a look, Nick, at some of the other action happening around Suffolk this weekend. Obviously, the big one is in this Suffolk County Division I, where it's going to be Floyd hosting Longwood. That's a Saturday afternoon game.
Yeah, they're playing tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and the winner here will play the winner of that game, as you said earlier, next week at Stony Brook University. At Division II, we've got West Islip hosting Half Hollow Hills East tonight, same game time as we are here at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow, number 1 North Babylon will host number 4 West Babylon at 1 o'clock.
Performance last week by North Babylon. What, they scored nearly 70 points in
Yeah,
that
almost
game?
70 points. It's a good time to get your offense rolling at this point here, heading into a second-round game. Division III, we're going to see East Islip tonight also hosting West Hampton. That's the 2 versus 3 game, and the 1 versus 4 is Sayville hosting Half Hollow Hills West tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Division IV, Bayport Blue Point hosting Mount Sinai tonight, and Babylon hosting Shoreham Wading River as well in the 2-3 game.
2nd and 5 for Sachem. 43 seconds left. Vino lets it go right side. Singleton. He's got a first down, and he jumps out of bounds after being stopped by Burgos.
Yeah, good situational football here. Again, checking the ball down to his back here, now split out as a split receiver, crossing the 50-yard line, and again, knowing limited time here, getting back out of bounds, stopping the clock.
It'll be 1st and 10 from a 47.
Sachem being patient here, as you said. A DeMilt field goal might be on the table. First down. Vino lets it go deep. He was looking for Kenny, and that ball sails out of bounds.
Yeah, no harm done there. Incomplete passes on a drive where you're trying to stop the clock are okay, especially if they're near the boundary or out of bounds. And you can see Vino steps up, and he has a glimpse here as to maybe what he has on the outside, and just a near miss. But he does take a pretty good shot. But looks no worse for wear. Looks like he's okay.
Vino sort of flexing that left knee a little bit as he looks to the sideline. We are down to 32 seconds left. Probably need one more completion to get in field goal range for DeMilt, who's got a big leg. Vino lets it go right side. Singleton. He's at the 40, 35. He's pushed out of bounds, and they are almost in field goal range with 29 seconds left before halftime.
Yeah, really good job here. Just taking what the defense gives you, and if you're going to be able to pull up and run these stops just in front of the outside, in front of the corner, it's a good play design. As you see, Burgos trying to cover almost 2 receivers on the outside. He's kind of got to let Singleton stop in front of him, as he's got to have eyes on that vertical route.
Singleton again lined up to the outside on 1st and 10. 26 seconds left. Vino on the scramble. Lets it go, and he's picked off. He was looking for Kenny, and let's see, it was Burgos who comes in with the pick.
Yeah, this is going to be real impressive to see how Burgos plays this on the outside. He lets Singleton and Vino think he has a little bit of a cushion, and then he does a pretty good job. You could see just maintaining contact with Singleton, knowing where he is, and then as the ball's in the air, closing down on that hip and getting himself in good position to pick off that pass.
Singleton was to the outside of Burgos, but you saw him gesturing to the inside. He had to go through Burgos, and Burgos knew what was going on and gets the ball back for himself. Down to 19 seconds left. Burgos has Broush and Kramer. Now they flip-flop. Two receivers right side, one to the left. Burgos on the roll right side. Lets it go. And has a completion to Jolly. That ball was nearly picked off.
Yeah, real close, real dangerous throw there. Looks like we have an incomplete call on that pass play.
One official said yes, one official said no. The official who said no catch was the one who got his way, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. We are down to just 13 seconds left. Here's Kramer. Kramer is ridden out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Good stop that time by Tappan.
Yeah, big gain here, putting the ball on the ground, deciding maybe not to take the same risk putting the ball in the air here deep in your own end in a tie football game, so they hand the ball off to Kramer, and there's a lot of room and a pretty good job on the outside there by Marzavilla, number 4, stalking the defender.
We'll be back with the final 6 seconds of this half.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Six seconds left. 1st and 10 for Ward Melville from their own 42. What are you doing here, Nick?
Ooh, I'm tempted in a tie football game here to be happy to go into half in a tie game here. You know that Sachem's coming out here in this more of a prevent defense.
Burgos up the middle. Still going and finally brought down by Braden Tappan. That's the half. Our score at halftime in this semifinal playoff game, Saum North 14, Ward Melville 14. We're back with some halftime coverage right after this. This is the Orlin and Cohen High School Football semifinal playoff game of the week.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heats it deep. What a catch that time! Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Gordon takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience, Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Good morning. My name is Len Genova. I'm the president of the James C. Metzger Suffolk County chapter of the National Football Foundation. The foundation itself was created in 1947 and is dedicated to promoting amateur football and to honoring those individuals who serve the game, whether they be players, coaches, administrators, or referees. Our chapter here in Suffolk County has been in existence since 1995, and every year at our Scholar Athlete Brunch, we recognize one scholar athlete from each of the schools, both public, Catholic, and private, that play football in Suffolk County, provided they meet our minimum criteria. Now, from that group, we pick our top 11, which we refer to as our Golden 11. And they truly represent academic and athletic excellence and represent all that's right about scholastic sports. Now, from that group, we actually pick one top scholar. And through the years, we've had some amazing young people who have achieved tremendous things in their community, on the gridiron, and certainly in the classroom. So it's a very proud moment for me to be here this morning to welcome everyone and to congratulate all our scholar athletes for all the great work they've done throughout their entire careers. And a special congratulations to their parents who have invested so much time and effort into making them the successful, good people that they are. So welcome, everyone.
In 2019, the Executive Board of the Foundation decided to rename the chapter in recognition of one of Long Island's most philanthropic supporters of youth and high school athletics, James C. Metzger.
Proud to be with you here this morning and welcome you to our annual Scholar Athlete Brunch for the James C. Metzger Suffolk County chapter of the National Football Foundation. And I have none other than our namesake, James Metzger, with me this morning. So, Jim, the first question I have for you is, what does it mean to you to have our Top Scholar Athlete Award named in recognition of your late dad, Conrad, who unfortunately passed away recently?
Yeah, it's hard to put it into words. I don't want to get choked up when Len just within the last day or two told me that, and I saw the program. It's probably the most special award I've ever been associated with, and I've been involved in athletics for 50 years. So my dad was my best friend, and he's looking down from heaven. I know he's a humble man, and he's saying he's enjoying it, probably saying he doesn't deserve it, but I know enjoying it immensely, and I literally couldn't be happier about that.
Well, I know how proud he must have been of you and what you accomplished in your lifetime, both on the athletic field and certainly in the business world. But I did want to ask you, how big of a part did football play in your life growing up? I know we've had a lot of conversations, but I'd love for you to share that with the people that are involved in the chapter.
A lot. Football, one of my all-time favorite coaches, Vince Lombardi. Maybe I borrowed from him a little bit when I said everything I needed to know in business I learned on the sports field.
You know, Jim, I know when I first met you, and I'm going to reference that in my remarks this morning, it was just how passionate you were in terms of talking about your career playing high school football and how vividly some of those memories still stick with you and how important they are to you, quite frankly.
Yeah, they don't fade away. Unfortunately, some of the what I call failures or the tough spots along the way, I remember those most, I think. But by and large, yes, I can remember almost every game I played, 3 years of varsity, and most of them were good. But it gave me it was the foundation upon which I built both my personal and professional life.
The chapter is also supported by local businesses and is fortunate to count on the Orlin and Cohen Sports Medicine Practice as a naming rights sponsor for the prestigious Player of the Week team.
Orlin and Cohen is a Long Island's leading and largest private orthopedic and sports medicine group. They're committed to not only providing excellent service, giving great access to athletes, but doing philanthropic things like supporting the National Football Foundation and other organizations that do good things as well. These organizations and being involved with the foundation for all these years, we need support. And we can't give out awards like this and provide a brunch like this free to the athletes without the support of organizations. And so Orlin and Cohen is a major sponsor of this event for that reason.
The 2022 event was an enormous success with over 300 people in attendance, and also recognized National Football Foundation Coach of the Year, Robin Rosa from Walt Whitman High School. Whitman won the 2021 Suffolk County Championship and received the Rutgers Trophy, the school's first since 1974.
But one of the things I learned a long, long time ago is that when you win a Coach of the Year award, you win it because the coaches you coach with and the great players you get to coach. Also proves that I've just been around a long time. Eventually I get it right.
In addition, the 2021 James Dooley Contribution to Amateur Football Award was presented to well-respected orthopedic surgeon and former National Football Foundation scholar athlete, Dr. James Pacey.
Listen, it's an honor and a privilege to be here with all of you today. To be able to continue to be involved in high school athletics, which has meant so much to me and my family over the years, is really a tremendous thing.
Our 2022 Scholar Athlete Brunch featured some outstanding young men who achieved athletic and academic excellence. Please meet several of them and hear firsthand just what the great sport of football has taught them.
I think it's got to be companionship, like with my teammates, especially at Sayville. We build such a brotherhood, and those skills that I've built with my teammates, it's gonna help me throughout life with like working with other people.
Football's taught me a lot of things about life, but most importantly, it's taught me the importance of working hard to achieve a goal and how to work together as a team to achieve that goal.
One of the missions of the National Football Foundation is to build leaders through football. Through our continued hard work and success, we will have opportunities to have positive impacts in our communities for those around us.
Football has taught me how to overcome adversity. Being scored on as a defensive player and a defensive leader on the team. Got scored on, a lot of guys would look to me to really, keep my head up and make sure that we're, still staying focused and still, achieving our goal of, turning the ball over and getting the ball back to the offense. And it's easy to become defeated. However, football has really taught me how to keep my head on straight and just how to stay focused, keep my head on the goal, and really just focus on keeping the team and our morale high.
I think that football has taught me to just stay hard, working hard and be dedicated in everything that I do. Obviously, to be successful in football, you have to work really hard and go above and beyond at what everyone else does. And I think that can be carried over in all aspects of life.
Going into this year.
Halftime here at Fred Fusaro Field at Sachem North High School in Lake Ronkonkoma on our Orlin and Cohen high school football semifinal playoff game of the week. Mike Trez and Nick Martone on hand along with our entire T&D Sports crew, the best crew in the business. 14-all at halftime. Let's take a look, Nick, at the way that first half unfolded.
Yeah, Sachem struck first with a big pass play from Vino to Tappan for a 39-yard touchdown to be matched by another run by quarterback Ethan Burgos, 49-yard run to tie the score 7-7. That's where we were at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, almost the same pattern. Sachem comes out. Big pass play from Vino to Riley. Shane Riley, 36-yard touchdown, and met again with a Burgos run. This time 1 yard, extra point good, even though there was a change in kicker to Brausch, and putting us at a 14-14 game at the half.
For Ward Melville, they did it mostly on the ground. For Sachem North, they did it mostly through the air, and good balance for them in their passing game.
Yeah, we saw a pretty good job of Sachem really delivering the ball around. Vino 7 for 11 for 120 yards and 2 TDs in the first half. Singleton being a big part of the passing game as much as he is in the running game. And on the other side, Ward Melville, heavy run at times, but a little bit of almost a 50-50 split there. Burgos putting the ball in the air 10 times, and Ward Melville putting the ball on the ground 10 times.
One of the things we started to highlight in our opening is how they can get Singleton loose. How can they get Singleton loose in this second half, Nick?
I think just by formation, what you try to do is you try to spread the defense out as much as you can. So when you have the wide side, you try to move, maybe a tight end if you have one in by design, or 3 receivers to that side out. You're just trying to get guys out of the box, giving them less defenders. That's how you try to do it. But, again, it's something that they're going to have to get to it at some point. You would imagine the halftime adjustments from Ward Melville are going to be a little bit tighter against the pass, to try not let that big hit happen that they saw take place on 2 vertical touchdowns there in the first half.
For Ward Melville, what can they do to get things going through the air a little bit more, or would that even be a goal of yours going into the second half?
I think it still is. I still think that you want to keep defenses guessing, and I still think that they're going to come out and throw the ball a little bit as they attempted to in the first half, with some success here and there. But at the same time, you do like the way that they're running the football, and it's hard to get away from that if it's being successful. I think a lot of teams this year, with just the way that the weather was, with rain on 7 Saturdays in a row, a lot more teams tended to be more run-heavy than they thought they would ever be. And the more coaches we talked to over the last number of weeks, that's kind of what everybody has said. We expected to throw the ball a little bit more, but we're running it, and we're being pretty successful. So, obviously, if Sachem does stack the box, and they were definitely doing a better job towards the end of the half, I would expect Ward Melville then to work on getting the ball to the outside in the air.
One key injury we want to mention, Brody Morgan was injured on that long pass play for Ward Melville, the play on which pass interference was called. We didn't see him again. Do you expect to see him in the second half? And if we don't, what a loss is that going to be in terms of Ward Melville's ability to get the passing game going a little bit more?
Yeah, obviously, Morgan's heavily involved in multiple, aspects of this roster with Ward Melville. So, certainly, we hope to see him come out. We hope that everybody is 100% healthy all the way through, with having every opportunity to compete in these games. But, not seeing him there late on the extra point and the kickoff is interesting, and that could play a role. Extra points are key down the stretch if you're putting the ball into the end zone, and if you have to start making decisions to accommodate. But Broush did a pretty good job coming in for that one kick. You could see he's kind of just that 2-step kicker, get his left foot to the ball, and it was through. And to their credit, he's been used during the season, I think, a number of times, and so you like to have that backup emergency just in case you need it.
14-all at halftime. We've got a good one. Come on back, folks. We're back with the second half right after this. This is semifinal football action, brought to you by Orlin and Cohen and T&D Sports.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
A throw. Heats it deep. What a catch that time. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Ford takes it himself. Down to the goal line. He's in. Villela's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside!
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Carr. John Flynn in by Flynn.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Lola's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the reverse. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kicks Park! Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Carr. John Flynn in by Flynn. All-star team against the Duck staff. Second half just about to get set from here at Fred Fusaro Field, named for the legend, at Sachem North High School here in Lake Ronkonkoma. Mike Trezor on hand along with Nick Martone and our entire T&D Sports video crew here to bring you the semifinal playoff game. Winner on their way to Stony Brook University for a Suffolk championship next weekend. 14-14. You see that nice shot from our end zone cam. Short kick is mishandled. Ward Melville thinks they have it. Let's see what the officials say. Wow, with Sachem ball, it was Eaton who mishandled it, but Eaton was able to jump on it.
Yeah, very, very fortunate there to come up with that football. I mean, kickoff at the half. You're looking just to kind of get things going again in a tie game here. Looks like for now we also have maybe an answer on Brody Morgan. He was not out there for the kick. Daniel Broush, number 20, was kicking off there, so hoping Morgan's okay, but we didn't see him out there on the kickoff.
You could say Eaton might not have been expecting it, but next time he better be expecting it. 1st and 10, Sachem North, just outside their 20. Here's Singleton. Couple moves. Busts it outside. Singleton at the 50. The 30. One man to beat. Singleton scores! One play, 72 yards on the ground for Lucas Singleton.
Amazing. What a pure, patient runner here again. This is a lot of what we saw last week, and you could see him allowing those blocks to just set up. And Sachem doing a really good job getting all those helmets out in front, leading the way for Singleton to get to the end zone.
Extra point is good, and just like that, Sachem North on top, 21-14. Will stay right here. Great blocking that time up front by Sachem North, Jack McCarty, and also Chris Lombardo, who was in there at tight end, got a key block, and Eaton escorted Singleton all the way down the field.
Yeah, we saw a lot of key blocks by Lombardo last week as well, and he certainly helps to set that up. And Sachem likes the matchup they have on that run play, and it yields tremendous results there as they were able to get their star back going, who had a little bit of a slow first half for him, lights things up here in the second half right away.
What did I say to you at halftime, Nick Martone? Tell everybody.
You said Singleton is going to break one, and how right you were, and it didn't take long.
Thank you. Give me some credit. As we take a look at camera 4, Tom Bruno, our producer, pulling out all the stops here tonight, getting us a new toy to play with. Sachem North just gone up 21-14. That drive goes one play, 72 yards. Lucas Singleton, they held him down in the first half, but first play from scrimmage of the second, he busts one. DeMille kicks it away, handled at the 12. Nice return by Ward Melville. It's Grouch on the return.
Yeah, extra exciting play for us this week. We saw a lot of touchbacks last week, so we're seeing a lot of returns here as the kicks are falling shy of going into the end zone, just creating that level of excitement that we just don't seem to have anymore on the other levels of football. We still got it in high school.
It's the most excited I've heard you all season, Nick. 1st and 10 for Ward Melville.
It's rough watching kickoffs on the pro level.
From their own 37-yard line. 11:32 left in the third. Here's Burgos. Burgos tries the middle. He gets stacked up, and he gets brought down. Altez again in there on the stop.
Yeah, this Sachem team coming flying at halftime. Really good job here. What doesn't get always viewed, and I'm sure it will come game film time next week, is sometimes the blocks that the big guys take on up front, sometimes taking on doubles here and there and opening up gaps for linebackers and everybody else to find their way through and make plays.
Burgos with 2 in the backfield for him on 2nd and 8. Hands off Kramer, delayed handoff. On the draw play, he's out to the 40, short gain again.
Yeah, not really sure what happens here in the backfield. Looks like maybe a little bit of a miscommunication and whatnot. Vino was expecting the backs, it looked like, to go in a different direction off the outset. Don't know if it was supposed to be a fake one way and a misdirection the other. This play had a tough time getting going there, and Sachem again with a big stop, creating a long 3rd down here for this Ward Melville offense.
Burgos has Kramer to his right on 3rd and 7. Rolls out right. Lets it go right side. He's picked off. Agelstein was burned earlier, but not on that play.
Looks like we got a couple of flags here at the end. See her on the outside looking toward this trip side that they run a stop round here with 9 and a couple of out routes, and it just looks like that ball finds its way back into the middle of the field instead of towards the outside shoulder, towards the sideline.
As you mentioned in the first half, Charlie Groh is our lead official. Pete Brown, Joe Giuliano, David Hoff, and Anthony Tavella round out our officiating staff. Let's see what ref Charlie Groh has to say. Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike. We've got penalties on both teams.
Yeah, offsetting here at the end of this play. A lot of emotion tied up in a turnover like this early on in the second half after Sachem's score, and things maybe getting the best of a couple of players there, leading to the 2 penalties. But Sachem now coming out here after that turnover. A big key interception here early on in the second half, and Sachem already in Ward Melville territory.
So as Nick mentions, Sachem North, the Arrows, are going to start this drive in great field position at the Ward Melville 47. They're already up 21-14 after Singleton busted a big one to put them on top. 10 minutes left in the 3rd. Winners on their way to Stony Brook U. I formation behind Vino. It's Singleton. They grab him around the legs. Good stop that time by Joe Massaro, the linebacker.
Yeah, and as we said early in the game, we talked about how throwing the football has certainly opened things up a little bit for Sachem here, as Vino threw more times in the first half than we saw him actually throw last game, the first round of the playoffs, and that seemed to set things up here. And you could see Sachem really making a conscious effort to move Singleton around. Here he is on the outside again.
And now goes in motion. Gets the pitch. Looking to pick his way right sideline. And he spun out of bounds.
That's number 18, Lucas Singleton on the sweep.
Yeah, so just finding different ways to get Singleton the ball. They motion him in kind of on this jet sweep, shovel out in front, and almost turns the corner. Ward Melville does a pretty good job stretching out and making sure that he's not able to get the edge.
3rd and 4. Singleton to the left of Vino. Singleton picks his way for a first down for Sachem North. Stop on the play by C.J. Ward.
That's number 18, Lucas Singleton on the carry.
Yeah, Ward week in, week out, making a ton of tackles in the middle of this defense. We saw him early with a big sack in the first half, and we're starting to see that push that we saw last week by Singleton. Big, strong back. Again, only a junior. Has a whole nother year of football ahead of him here out at Sachem.
Vino hands off Singleton. Dances around a little bit and gets thrown back. Ward's in there on the stop, as is Kramer.
That's number 18, Lucas Singleton on the carry.
So this drive here is going to force Ward Melville to try to keep a few more guys in the box as much as they can, and might open up some opportunities on the outside for Sachem to throw the ball, because you really got to make sure you've got enough in the box here to stop Singleton. You can't allow him to break another one here. A two-score advantage here in the second half would be real tough to overcome.
2nd and 10. Singleton. They had him stopped, but he wriggled off the hook. They grabbed him by the ankles, and he's finally brought down by Brown.
Yeah, this is what really good backs do. You've got a one-on-one shot at Singleton here in the backfield, and real tough to bring him down. He's got a list of moves he can use on you, or he could just power by you as a big, strong back.
Check it was Tony Gorski on the stop for Ward Melville. But in either case, it's going to bring up a 3rd and very short. Down to 7.5 left in the 3rd.
Singleton's checked out for a play here.
Altez in the backfield. Altez dives ahead for a Sachem first down.
Yeah, I think we saw last week Altez really introduced to the backfield. He got a heavy dose of carries late in that football game, and you and I think we're really impressed with how he ran the football last week. So here he is, being rewarded for that as he checks in to replace Singleton.
He's behind Vino in an I formation on 1st and 10. Altez breaks the tackle. First down and more. Kramer makes the tackle.
Not bad to have your second back check in and take a carry and run the ball as hard as he just did here. Taking defenders with him. Ward Melville, 2, 3, 4 defenders on his back that he took with him well past the first down marker.
1st and 10, Sachem North. Actually make it 1st and goal from the 9. Here's Altez. Makes a couple moves inside. Still pumping those legs. Finally, they bring him down just about the 5-yard line.
If Ward Melville is going to be able to make a stop here, they're going to have to play much lower than they did on these two backs. If you try to go nose to nose with these backs, you're going to end up moving backwards, and they're going to take you into the end zone.
Altez leaves, but the bad news for Ward Melville is that Singleton replaces him. Here's Singleton. They get him in the backfield. Nice tackle that time by Kramer.
Yeah, I think Kramer hurt us up here, right? Much better job lining up this tackle, really focusing on when you've got backs with this level of skill and you've got these situations where you're trying to bring them down, your eyes are really on the waist, because wherever that waist goes is where they're going. If you look up and you're looking at head and shoulders, you're going to find yourself probably grabbing some air. So Kramer, as we expect, as he's been doing all season, is able to wrap up Singleton and make a big stop.
3rd and goal from the 6. Vino has Singleton behind him in an I formation. Tight formation. Looks to throw. End zone. He's picked off by Brouch. Coach Martone up in the booth with me is not happy.
Well, this is a tough turnover here. Thrown into the middle of this defense. A little bit of a tough play there. Nonetheless, it's a turnover. Ward Melville takes over here, coming out now at the 20-yard line.
Got a player shaken up for Ward Melville. Slow to get up, but gets up and gets to the line on 1st and 10 from the 20. Second pick of the game for Anthony Vino. Burgo says thank you very much, and he takes over with Kramer to his left. 5:02 left in the 3rd. Ward Melville still down by a score. Here's Kramer. Breaks one tackle. A cut. A horse collar. Let's see if we get a flag coming in there. Boy, I thought Kramer got horse collared badly, and no call on that play.
No, this is one of the toughest runs I've seen in a good amount of this season here, right through almost 10 weeks of football, and you definitely see at one point the defender's hand inside the jersey, inside the shoulder pads, feeling as though it could come out, and I could see Coach Pittman here on the sideline for Sachem saying we got to tackle a lot lower than that if we're going to bring him down. If you're going to be up around his shoulders, you're not going to have a chance.
I could see Coach Boltrek not really loving the no call right there. Here's Kramer. They get him before he gets going, and Altez and also Giselle bring him down.
Yeah, much better job here by Sachem, really playing underneath the shoulder pads of the offensive line and really making sure that they're around the thigh pads and the knees of Kramer as they attempt to bring him down.
2nd and 10. Here's Broush. Nice cut. But brought down once again. Altez makes the stop. He's everywhere.
Yeah, again, a little bit of a change of pace there between these two backs. Two very different runners, and you could see the explosiveness that Broush has. He makes his first cut, really puts his foot in the ground. Again, a little bit more of like a zone run scheme here. And you can see he turns it up, facing a long third, though.
3rd and 7. Burgos looking to cut. He gets out near the first down marker. I believe it's Lombardo who makes the tackle.
Brought down by the Sachem defense.
Yeah, a couple of times here. I think I can count about 3 times where Burgos has left his feet, which is a dangerous thing to do. 1, you stop momentum, and 2, you run the risk of taking that big hit.
Going for it on 4th and 3 from just about midfield. 2:45 left in the 3rd. Ward Melville looking for the equalizer. Here's the handoff. Kramer leans his way to a first down.
Yeah, I'm looking at this spot here from the near side, but the official looks like it's his spot they're going with, and certainly looks like he may have had it. They're eyeballing it now, and it looks like we're going to get another measurement here.
They already put first down on the box, but they're going to come out and measure it with the chain gang. Looks like enough.
Nope,
and it is enough.
He's got it. The nose is right there. Not by much. No, they're setting the ball here on the hash. They've indicated first down.
Crowd in front of us not enamored of that call, but it is the correct call.
The cliche, a game of inches, right? Here it comes.
1st and 10, Ward Melville. Now from the Sachem 47-yard line. They trail by a TD. 2.5 left in the 3rd. Here's Broush. Broush has room. He has a cut. Hagelstein and Altez bring him down, but nice gain on that play by Danny Broush.
Yeah, it looks like we have a flag here on the outside, and this is probably in the area of maybe a hold on the outside here on Ward Melville, if I'm predicting, and that's what we're going to have. Or we have a block in the back, sorry. We have a block in the back here on Ward Melville, which will send the ball back.
Penalty is on Ward Melville.
So I'm going to assume it's one of the receivers here on the outside. You can see Broush with plenty of room here on the outside, and ooh, okay. We'll call that a block in the back.
I think they called it on number 1, Michael Riccardi, but that didn't look like a block in the back to me. So Sachem might have caught a little bit of a break, as now Ward Melville back on their own side of the field from the 49-yard line. 1st and 13. Burgos looking for room. He finds none. Good play by Charlie DiBacari, whose name I'm going to get right one time today.
Yeah, here they see again, there's just not much room here. You could see Ward Melville pulling guard and tackle from the right side. Burgos trying to get beyond it, but the big guys weren't able to really turn up field and get momentum and a push. So Burgos found himself stuffed in the backfield.
2nd and 13. Handoff Grouch. Driving for the sideline. He's met and he's brought down.
That's number 20, Daniel Broush on the carry. Tackled on the play by
Ward Melville really testing the edge here, and this time they go to the left side or to the right side of this defense. And you can see there's a lot of room for Broush to take off, but it's that second level from Sachem that's doing a good job bottling him up near the sideline.
Big play on 3rd and 6. Burgos. He cuts, and he's out with a first down.
Now here by design, right, here's our play again. We see Kramer, right, leading on the outside, picking up any of these defenders that are out there, and we definitely see a little bit extra there by Kramer, a little bit beyond the play.
In either case, though, Ward Melville, with under a minute to play in the quarter, is on the drive. Now at the 35 with the 1st and 10. Play for Kramer, goes straight up the teeth.
That's number 33, Griffin Kramer on the carry. Gang tackle by the Sachem defense.
Pickup of 2 on that play. Down to 15 seconds left in the quarter.
That brings up a 2nd down.
A couple of hard-earned yards there by Kramer. Ward Melville looks like they're perfectly fine with letting this 3rd quarter wind down, bringing up a 1-score game, 4th quarter.
That's going to do it for the 3rd. So our score after 3 quarters of play, Sachem 21, Ward Melville 14. We'll keep it right here.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, Kickoff! John Flynn in by Flynn. Start of the 4th quarter. Ward Melville on the drive. Looking for the game-tying touchdown. They give it to Kramer. He's grabbed by the shirt. He gets away. Gets away from DiBacari. What toughness shown by Kramer. My goodness, they had him stopped 3 different times.
Yeah, not typically a shake and bake guy. You see this play designed to go to the left, and after he's bottled up there and almost a big, huge play there by Singleton in the backfield, he gets away and finds some room on the right side for a huge gain on second, creating a really short third down opportunity.
Kramer now over 90 yards on a dozen carries. Here's Burgos. Burgos, we've got a flag down on that play, and let's see if that goes on Ward Melville.
That's number 5, Ethan Burgos on the key.
Looks like Ward Melville, a couple of players there clapping. They might have overheard the call.
Flag is down on the play.
Ooh, we got a defensive holding call here against Sachem, which will create a first down.
Penalty is on Sachem.
Burgos is over 90 yards himself, as is Kramer. Burgos has run the ball 15 times, Kramer 12.
Yeah, we've seen Ward Melville at this point between their 3 ball carriers. They're well over 200 yards here. And yeah, usually a lot of the time when you see a defensive holding call, a lot of the time it'll be perhaps on a defensive lineman, pulling a lineman down with him or attempting to. Nonetheless, it's a big first down. We see Broush check back in to the backfield to the right side of Burgos.
1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Ward Melville knocking on the door, now in the red zone. Burgos has Broush in the backfield with him this time. 2 receivers left side. Here's Broush. Ah, it's Burgos. He crossed up the whole defense, crossed me up too.
That's number 5, Ethan Burgos on the key.
Yeah, Burgos does a really good job here selling this fake to Broush to the point where you could see the defense has 2-3 defenders collapse down on Broush and actually make a tackle, and Burgos pulls it, runs, and almost finds pay dirt as he brings it to about the 1-yard line or so.
1st and goal from the 1. Burgos over 100 yards on the ground tonight. 2 in the backfield with him. Where's the ball going? To Broush, and they keep him out of the end zone. Check it, he scores. Danny Broush has just brought Ward Melville to 21-20.
Yeah, you can see 2 backs here in the backfield, and they run Broush behind Kramer. Doesn't have to do much there, Kramer, as the offensive line does a good job creating enough of a crack for Broush to find his way inside. And Broush here now responsible for the kicking duties to try to tie this game.
Burgos to hold. Low snap. But Burgos gets it down. And Broush puts it through. We're tied at 21. We'll step away and be back with more right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Lola's going to pass. Airs it out. End zone. Touchdown, Oceanside! Inside the 15. Straight up the teeth on the return. O'Toole at the 20. O'Toole is going to score! They flush him out of the pocket. He takes off. Looking for the left sideline. Down to the goal line. Touchdown, Kings Park! Heats it deep. What a catch that time! From the 35-yard line, Weeks to put it up right away. He's got a man open. Touchdown, King Carr. John Flynn. Inside Flynn. 21-21. Little over 10 minutes left in the fourth. The winner of this game on their way to Stony Brook University for a county final next week.
It's like we had a penalty on the last play, really shortening this kick. It's on the Sachem side of the 50.
Roush is still not going to be able to get it into the end zone. Oh, I have to eat my words. He does get it just inside the end zone. It's fielded by Tappan, but Saum North is going to start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, the high school rule, you can't bring it out of the end zone, so he makes that catch in the end zone, and they're going to come out here, and again, they've got to answer, a long sustained drive by Ward Melville, and that's what we've seen, and the difference between the two teams and how they've scored tonight. 3 scoring plays by Sachem North, and they were all quick. They were quick scoring plays, and Ward Melville more of a drive-oriented team, and that's what we saw here, and we're getting treated to quite a game here, 21-21.
1st and 10, Sachem. Singleton. They stop him before he can get going. Good play by that D-line this time. Once again, C.J. Ward in there on the stop.
Yeah, Ward making a lot of big plays here as the heart of this defense at times, and we know how good Kramer has been as well, and Ward has made his share of plays as well, and he's come up real big for them. And there he is again on the season. Ward had 64 tackles coming into tonight, 28 solo tackles, and 9 tackles for loss, and he's definitely increased those numbers big time.
2nd and 13, I formation with Singleton. Bounces off a couple would-be tacklers, but he can't get away. One of the players in there on the stop is Preston Hickey, 68.
You can see Ward Melville has kind of tightened up the defense here. More defenders, whether they're in the box or real close to it. If Sachem's going to be able to run the ball again, they're probably going to have to get back to kind of trying to spread this defense out a little bit where they can. And so not very successful running there on the first 2 downs, facing a long third.
This time they got Singleton lined up in the slot. Empty backfield, Vino. 3rd and 12. Vino rolls right. Puts it up. Eaton makes the catch. 1st down, Sachem North.
Sachem goes empty backfield into this 4-receiver side. You can see Eaton just kind of runs a little bit of an out and up, a little bit of a short and wheel route, and gets up the sideline, and Vino does a good job just getting the ball out in front and letting Eaton go get it.
1st and 10. Singleton bounces it outside. Very short gain. He's knocked out of bounds. Ventimiglia on the stop.
Yeah, good hard run here. Again, you see kind of a trips look here to the short side of the field to the boundary, and Singleton doing an excellent job really finishing that run. That's what you want to see out of your back. You want to see that forward lean, and you really want to see them finish that run hard through contact, and that's what you got out of Singleton there.
Singleton with a hard yard on 1st and 10. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Down to 7:45 left in this game. Singleton in motion. They fake the pitch to him. Vino on the keeper up the middle and picks up 3, maybe 4.
So coming back to that motion that they ran in the first half, where they motioned the jet sweep motion there. Now they go that fake pitch or fake shovel to Singleton, and Vino keeps it in the middle of the field. He's able to make a few yards there, creating a little bit more of a manageable 3rd down, but you've got to imagine based on where the ball is in this spot of the field, this still could be 4-down territory.
Number 9 ranked team by Newsday in the big schools taking on the number 5 ranked team in Ward Melville. Teams tied at 21, 7 minutes left to go. Over the middle, complete to Giselle. Giselle out close to the 30. Tyler Blasco makes the stop.
Yeah, excellent job here. You could see Blasco running from that kind of short wing, tight end spot, and just runs a little bit of a seam route. And Bino, having that be his primary look, delivers the football on time and a huge first down.
1st and 10, Singleton. They dive at his legs and they bring him down. Good tackle on that play.
It's number 18, Lucas Singleton on the carry.
Yeah, mixing it up here. Again, this offensive design, and you can see delivering the ball here to Singleton. Good job on the outside by this Ward Melville defense coming up and making a stop.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Approaching the 6 minute to play mark. Vino, short pass, complete to Logan Riley. He loses the ball, but I think Eaton got it back. Eaton did get it back.
Pass from Vino to number 6.
See this trips look here on the outside and just seeing a stop route there. Good throw and catch. Good job knocking the ball loose there by number 14, Joe Massaro, and Sachem very fortunate, as you said, for Eaton to jump on that football and maintain possession.
3rd and inches. Singleton picks up the first down. Inside the 20.
Yeah, what you're trying to do here if you're Sachem, of course you're trying to find your way into the end zone, but you would like to take as many seconds and many minutes as you can off this clock before giving Ward Melville any chance on offense. So I would certainly expect a healthy dose of Singleton here with a little bit over 5 minutes to go.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. I formation, Sachem North. Singleton up the teeth. Takes several guys, but they bring him down after a 3-yard gain.
It's number 18, Lucas Singleton on the carry.
C.J. Ward again in there on the tackle.
Yeah, Singleton you could see here starting to feel it a little bit. We know he had the big run before, but it's how do these runs feel when you're getting hit in the middle of this defense and he's still able to get those legs going. He's still able to fall forward for yards.
Actually picks up closer to 6 on that carry. Here's Singleton. They've got him wrapped up this time, but he's out close to another Sachem North first down.
That's number 18, Lucas Singleton on the carry.
Yeah, real manageable short 3rd down here coming up for Sachem. We see DeMilt on the sideline getting his leg loose just in case he's going to be called on here to get Sachem 3 points. But Sachem likes the way things have been rolling here with their back.
Bino has Singleton to his left. High snap, hands off Singleton. Driving close to the first down, and I think he picked up just enough.
Yeah, it looks like where the official came in on the opposite sideline, he's got enough there to get first. And you can see again, real tough sledding in the middle here to even get a yard. And Singleton's able to do that. Sachem in business here with the clock ticking around almost 3:20. First down here and goal.
1st and goal from the 9. Down to 3:10 left. This place is going to go berserk if they score right here. Singleton, one cut back to the middle of the field and is brought down.
From number 18, Lucas Singleton is brought
We
down
got a
by
timeout in the field. Just over 3 minutes left. We'll step away.
Timeout on the field.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
.306 left in this game. Sachem trying to reach the end zone for the fourth time tonight. Anthony Vino hands off to Singleton. Singleton keeps those legs pumping and keeps driving near the 5-yard line.
That's number 18, Lucas Singleton on the carry.
Here's where things get interesting, Mike, right? You're outside the 5-yard line. It's third down. The nice thing here is you do have a little bit of room to operate. It's a long run to try to get yourself here, so got to think that there could be a designed pass play here, or do you put Vino on the run with the option as he sprints out to either throw or tuck the ball and run? It'd be interesting to see what we get.
Third and goal from the 6. 2:20 left in the game. Singleton, right sideline. Touchdown, Saum North. Delayed signal, but Singleton got in. "17 rushes for 109 yards, 2 touchdowns for Lucas Singleton." Take a look at him.
Yeah, huge play there, and they run this to the right side, to the short side of the field, and they get plenty of momentum there for Singleton to find his way in.
Extra point is blocked. How about that?
The extra point from Melville is blocked.
So here back to this play in the touchdown. You could see shovel pass out to the right, just kind of like a quick toss play. And Sachem doing a really good job on the outside by those receivers, stalk blocking those defenders into the end zone, creating every opportunity for Singleton to get in.
We'll step away and be back with the final 2 and change right after this.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zullo. Zullo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Somebody on that Ward Melville special teams came knifing through and blocked that extra point, Nick. talk about how huge that is.
Oh, geez, to create just a little extra drama here tonight, a missed extra point late in the game could be the difference between a win and a loss, especially if Ward Melville is able to take the ball down the field. But right now, it's a lead score here, 1-score advantage by Sachem.
Low line drive kick. I believe it's Broush on the return, and nice hit by Braden Tappan.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job today, really bottling up a lot of these returns, and Sachem does pretty good here to really bottle that up and make sure it doesn't return for too big, and really forcing Ward Melville to have to drive the length of the field here, just outside the 30.
1st and 10 from the 32. Burgos has Kramer to his right. 3 receivers right side. Burgos rolls out, throws it. He's got a completion to Jolly. Check it, make it Jackson Weber who hauls that one in.
Yeah, Weber checked into this game a while back for Morgan, who hasn't been back into this football game. And so there's a big catch for him, and does a good job really adjusting to that throw and getting himself up the sideline.
Pickup of 9 on that play, 2nd and 1. Burgos to put it up again, and that ball's batted down. Nice defense by Tom Volpe.
Yeah, Ward Melville decides to kind of run this sprint down here with Burgos to the right side, to the short side. Not a lot of room to operate, and a good job playing defense there by Sachem, and interesting not to try to get that first down. If you're Ward Melville, you've got plenty of time here. Get yourself these first downs, and you have timeouts to stop the clock.
Here's Burgos. Left side, trying to bounce it out, and instead he's brought down by Tappan.
Yeah, they get back here to what's gotten them to this point of the season, right? Burgos running the football, his back's out in front, making plenty of hay there.
Burgos rolling right, chased down, has to throw it out of bounds. I think it was Singleton putting the heat on him.
Yeah, a lot of heat here at Burgos' face, and he's not going to get a ton of credit for this play on the stat sheet, but this is a play that keeps Ward Melville in this game. If he takes a sack there, it's huge. The fact that he's able to get this football away outside the pocket, not take a grounding penalty, is huge.
Crowd in front of us now starts to get even louder. 1:42 left in this game. Ward Melville on the Sachem North side of the field. We got a Sachem North player who jumped. It was Giselle, and that's going to cost them 5, and it's going to give Ward Melville better position.
Yeah, you hate to take these penalties, especially on the outside on defense. If you can't hear, then you got to find the football with your eyes or react to the wide receiver coming off the ball. Not only does that give them 5 yards, that gave Burgos a few extra seconds here to rest up between plays.
And they almost do it again. Burgos wants Kramer to his right. That's where he goes. Kramer. Nice stop by Singleton. He grabs him by the knees and dumps him down. Timeout, Ward Melville.
Yeah, not much room there for Kramer to find any space, to gain any yards. And you could see here, right, this is when we're going to see both teams and the conditioning that they've done since, back in the summer, which seems like a lifetime ago. We're going to see how well conditioned these two teams are. This has been a heavy fought battle, and who's got something left in the tank to finish this game.
Nick, I want you to talk as a former coach about just what it would mean to these kids, also this coaching staff, to make it to Stony Brook University, play in that college atmosphere. The whole town is there. The whole community is there. What would it mean to these kids and these coaches?
Yeah, this is something that these kids have thought about for a lifetime. You know, from the first time they put on a helmet and they maybe came to a varsity game here at Sachem or at Ward Melville, and they saw, you know, years of players before them have those opportunities, and this is what you dream of. This is, you know, Friday Night Lights, but there's something real special about advancing in the playoffs and having the opportunity to play for a Suffolk County title or play for a Long Island championship.
3rd and 5 coming up. Obviously 4th down territory. So the Patriots will have 2 chances to pick up this 5 yards. It's Kramer in the backfield along with Burgos. 3 receivers right side. Burgos busts through the line and picks up the first.
You can see they're going to hurry up on the ball here after they called that last time out. Getting set to run another play as the clock continues to wind.
Giselle made that stop. 1st and 10. Burgos drifts right and is pushed out of bounds that time by Lombardo.
That's number 5, Ethan Burgos on the key.
Yeah, play out of bounds here, stopping the clock. You can see Burgos on the move with Kramer out in front. Doesn't see what he likes downfield. Again, kind of this pattern here with 2 receivers almost in the same spot. Makes it almost impossible to throw that football. You'd really be risking it at that point because, again, you're letting 1 defender play 2 receivers. So real wise there by Burgos not to let go of that football and go out of bounds, live to make another play here, 2nd and long.
Watch Joe Massaro, who's now in on offense, usually just plays D. He's the receiver to the near sideline. Burgos tries to find Kramer and puts it over his head.
Yeah, trying to run a screen here play back to Kramer on the left side and just overshoots Kramer here with a defender in his face.
Also risky play throwing back across your body like that.
Yeah, 100%. Any ball back across the defense, across that length of field gives the defense a chance.
3rd and 10, down to 1 minute and 18 left. We've got a timeout. We'll step away.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Valvo behind Zulo. Zulo looking for room. Takes off with it. Near in the right sideline. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's still going. He's in for the touchdown. Harmon will take it himself. Nice room. Breaks a tackle. He's in the clear. Harmon in for the touchdown. Do you want us to keep it here if they call it? Sachem called that last time out, so Ward Melville still has one. 1 minute 18 left in this game. 3rd and long from the 36, and Sachem takes another timeout.
Timeout on the field.
They had 10 guys on the field, so they had to call that timeout. Do you get penalized for back-to-back timeouts?
Yeah, you usually can't call back-to-back timeouts. I'm wondering if maybe they gestured the wrong way in the previous timeout. If so,
but that would have been Ward Melville's last one.
Then it would have been their last one, yeah. And you could see Sachem, as we came out of that last break, going a little bit more into what looks like basically more of a prevent defense, dropping the secondary back, willing to allow things to be completed underneath and willing to allow Ward Melville to run the football, just not letting up the score. So it'll be interesting to see if they come out. Now Ward Melville has seen what Sachem is going to do, and they'll try to make an adjustment, you know, the true chess match that football is here.
Well, you and I have been looking for a good game all season long, Nick, and We set this up as a really, really even matchup, and that's what we've got. And this is going down to the final minute and change.
Absolutely.
Third and 10 coming up. Kramer is the running back alongside Burgos. High snap over the head of Burgos. He chases it down, he lets it go, and he puts it out of bounds. Wow, that hurts.
We've seen a couple of somewhat high snaps, nothing like that. Unfortunately, at this point in the game, there's a lot of juice flowing here, and ultimately we see this snap go way above Burgos' head, and in damage control, he's able to get rid of that football and not take what would have been probably close to a game-ending sack here, still with an opportunity at fourth.
4th and 10. Game on the line right here. Pick up 10 or go home. Burgos down the right sideline, cuts it back in, and it's stopped just short. Sachem's going to take over. Sachem is going to head to Stony Brook.
A big tackle there before Burgos had a chance to get to the first down marker. Sachem with the big stop, solidifying the win there for them. Burgos doing everything he possibly could to work his way back to the marker. Can't say enough about his effort tonight and his effort all season. Been super impressed by the way he's played the game. Sachem taking over here on downs. A couple of kneel downs will put them into the final.
He was about to get that first down, and who stopped him around the legs? Lucas Singleton. Absolutely amazing play. 1st and 10, Sachem North. They'll bring it in tight. They'll have Vino kneel on it when the time is right. They snap it, he kneels down. We're under a minute, and Sachem will have to snap one more time.
Yeah, great effort by Singleton, of course, out of the backfield. This offensive line for Sachem, great job by Vino in the first half, really managing the offense well, throwing for a couple of scores.
Well, we've got just a couple seconds, Nick. I want to say on a personal note how much fun it's been to work with you this season. Great to call you a partner. Great to call you a friend.
Absolutely. It's been a tremendous honor to be a part of these broadcasts week in, week out, to be around high school football.
Let's take a look and let's take a listen. The celebration is on for Sachem North. They're going to move on to Stony Brook.
They'll enjoy this win tonight, and they'll sit tomorrow waiting for the outcome of that Floyd and Longwood game taking place tomorrow afternoon, and see what that matchup is going to bring for them out at Stony Brook. Next week is Division I and III. Both play Friday, November 17th.
These Ward Melville players have to be disappointed. They played their absolute hearts out here tonight. Nothing to be ashamed of. They gave Sachem all they wanted and more, and just fell a little bit short. You see the final score on our screen. Sachem North 27, Ward Melville 21. We're going to step away. We'll be back to wrap this one right after this. Sachem North moves on to Stony Brook.
The Suffolk County Championship will be played next Friday at 7:30 p.m. at Stony Brook University.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Final score in our Orlin and Cohen semifinal playoff game. Sachem North, you see them on their screen, victorious over Ward Melville by a final of 27-21. And Nick, while we take a look at some of the final stats, let's give a pop to our stat man, Joey Carolina, also known as Joe Nicoletti.
Sachem starting the scoring there with Tappan with a 39-yard receiving TD from Vino. Burgos answered with about 3:30 left in the first with a 49-yard run. 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, kind of same pattern there. We said Riley with a 36-yard receiving touchdown from Vino, and Burgos with a 1-yard run, bringing the score 14-14 at the half. Quarter three, Singleton on his first touch goes end zone from 72 yards out to take the lead. Sachem in the lead 21-14 at the end of the third. Ward Melville coming back, tying the game with 10:13 left. Roush on a 1-yard plunge, and Sachem taking the lead with a little over 2 minutes to go, led by Singleton with a 6-yard run, capping off the victory ultimately 27-21.
Let's take a look at some of the key stats in the game.
So on the Ward Melville side, we saw Burgos again, no surprise, carry a lot of this offense with his arm and with his feet. Rushed 19 times for 123 yards and a couple of scores. Kramer total offense for him was just under 100 yards with 12 rushes and a couple of receptions. Sachem, led by their quarterback, 10 for 15, 176 yards and a couple of throwing touchdowns. And, of course, Lucas Singleton, 17 rushes, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground to lead that Sachem North offense.
You take a look at some of the Sachem North players whooping it up with their family and their classmates and their friends in the stands. They are excited. They know that they're headed to Stony Brook for a date with either William Floyd or Longwood. We'll find out tomorrow who their opponent is going to be. But for now, you see the final score on our screen. Sachem North over Ward Melville in our semifinal Orlin and Cohen High School Football Game of the Week. So that's going to do it from here at Fred Fusaro Field at Sachem North High School in Lake Ronkonkoma, where one more time our final, Sachem North defeats Ward Melville 27-21 and moves on to Stony Brook. T&D Sports Video Game of the Week. Our producer, director is numero uno, Tommy Bruno. Our Technical Director, Jamie, the Genius, Burkhart. Our camera operators, Dave, Camera One, Stempel, and also Christian, Kanga, Rue. Our statistician in the booth, Joey Carolina, Joe Nicoletti. For everyone here at T&D Sports, including my partner, the Nickelback, Nick Martone, this is Mike Trezor thanking you for watching. We will see you guys during basketball season.